Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat. Here I'm today making a quick little video essay here on what I call the My Hero Academia Code or MHA Code. Now, My Hero Academia has been one of the more prolific anime of the last decade or so. It's definitely probably got the largest fan base of any anime that was started in the 2010s. And I'm going to kind of quickly go over why I think it became big and how I think anime are going to exploit this in the future. So first off, and this was brought up because of the wild success of the new My Hero Academia movie, Heroes Rising. It has made more than $30 million overall, which is pretty impressive considering the pretty low marketing budget for it. In fact, the only marketing I saw for it outside of Tanami was apparently it appeared on like an ad physically like at Staples Center during the Lakers game or something. Someone screenshotted that on like Twitter or something, and I thought it was pretty interesting. But overall, not much promotion for this movie, and it still did pretty well. And I think it was because of the diehard fan base that the show has. And I want to kind of go over this kind of true two-pronged approach that the show has that I think led it to become as massive as it did. First off, step one, be a shonen or be very shonen inspired. Now, basically, there's a lot of arguments about what qualifies something to be a shonen or qualifies to be like a shonen, but what I would qualify it as is an anime that's long-winded, is built to have hundreds of chapters, and exploits the trope of the quote-unquote hero's journey. Like you have usually a shy, meek, low-powered, usually male character who wants to accomplish this seemingly impossible task. And you can only do so by step, incrementally getting better, getting more appreciated, and eventually conquering that challenge. Naruto is like this. My Hero Academia, you have Deku. He wants to become the next All Might. Well, problem is he doesn't have a quirk. And it's like step by step, he becomes this bigger character and becomes stronger over time. And that's something a lot of people are attracted to. Like, I could say trope. Usually, when you say trope, it has a negative connotations, but tropes usually pull in the money. And definitely the hero's journey trope. You have a lot of movies do this, even in the United States here. It's not just a Japanese thing. And I think a lot of people really connect to it in a way. And I think that's one of the big reasons why My Hero Academia has been so massive. And now the second one is to be as kawaii as possible. Kawaii is Japanese for cute. And what I think My Hero Academia does is that if you like, for example, the first picture I showed here, just look at the art styling. The art styling is to try to make Deku right here in the foreground look cute or attractive. And the reason for this is that it leads people to want to buy merchandise of it. And it's this interesting trick that My Hero Academia has pulled off well. Like, if you think at the show, just think at the characters and how they're drawn. Like, how many times has Deku had a moment where he's been looking, he was drawn to look cute? Same for Bakugo, Froppy, or Araka. And really, you could probably think it for many other characters too in this show. And that's part of the marketing ploy of the show is that it has these cute characters, and typically, I'm going to be a bit stereotypical here, like younger female audiences would connect to that pretty well, and they would want to buy merchandise of these characters. And this seems a bit, oh, you're being trite, you're playing into stereotypes, but that's how marketing works, and it has been a success. My Hero Academia merchandise worldwide just sells off the shelves. It sells well online, and also, like I said, now just looking at this two-pronged approach together, you have a lot of people wanting to watch the show for the show itself because of its use of the hero's journey trope and it being very shonen-esque. Well, it is a shonen, but and it really helps, especially with the anime, with streaming. And like I said earlier, it being cute, it having these cute characters does well with merchandising. So right now you have high streaming and high merchandising. By coincidence, these happen to be the two biggest ways in which media properties can make money in 2020. So you have that right there is the reason why My Hero Academia has stayed so strong, so relevant, and has been printing money over the past 6, 7 years at this point. And honestly, at this rate, I think it has quite a bit left in its sales. I think My Hero Academia could sail on for a while and be very profitable as a franchise. Now, you might think, well, Well, why didn't that many shows copy this? Because I've mentioned this many times before. The most inspiring, not the right term, the most important anime of the 2010s in terms of determining the trends of anime afterward was Sword Art Online. Because you have this one isekai come up, it do very well, kind of surprisingly, especially its reception in the United States, and it kind of led to this cascade of everyone wanting to take random light novel titles and turning them into anime. Which is why, if you look at like any given season of anime, you have a glut of isekai coming up because isekai typically comes from light novels, and that's true. However, I think My Hero Academia has been inspirational, in particular to one show. By coincidence, this happens to be the biggest show on Earth right now in Demon Slayer. Now let's look at Demon Slayer. Let's look at this two-pronged My Hero Academia code approach here. Is it shonen-esque or shonen inspired? Well, it is a shonen title, so yes. And if you look at the basic plot, you have this hero's journey of Tanjiro being this weak, unassuming kid who wants to fight and defeat demons and to also accomplish the seemingly impossible task of turning his younger sister Nezuko back into a human again. So you have that right there. And if you look at it, he's taking step by step, small, measured, reasonable steps to get to this goal. If you've been following along to the show, that's something you'll notice. And they do it in some way that seems somewhat believable from his character perspective. Unlike, say, Kirito's Sword Art Online, where he just solves the problem of the answer seemingly out of nowhere, Tanjiro actually seems like he does struggle at times, which really helps to make people connect with his character better. And so we have that down. So you have that step down. The second one, is it kawaii? My lord, Demon Slayer is kawaii. Like, you've probably seen everywhere just memes of Nezuko and like, oh, look how cute she is. Well, first off, that proves that their marketing's already been a success. And I could tell you right off the bat, I bet there is merchandise everywhere of Nezuko selling like hotcakes, making a lot of money for the brand, making a lot of money for people who own the rights. So, and also like, and she isn't the only character who's cute. Like Tanjiro is drawn in a way to be cute. Zenitsu in a way is driven to be cute. I probably mispronounced his name. The blonde guy. So like there, you have cute characters which drive merchandising sales, and you have a shonen, reasonably relatable plot which drives people's interest in the show, which in 2020 means people are streaming it online in the dying days of cable. So you have high streaming and high money for merchandising. Again, the MHA code right there. And I think it found it in such a way, especially considering there are very few shows that really were like Demon Slayer in this weird way. Like, I know shonen is everywhere, but like Demon Slayer really feels like, in a weird way, the spiritual successor to My Hero Academia. That's something a lot of people I think really wanted with all these isekai out, with all these shows that are like stone's throw away from being Sword Art Online. I really think that connected with a lot of people too, which led to Demon Slayer becoming as massive as it did, and becoming, I think, the first real show to fully crack the MHA code. What do you guys think? What's your opinions on the MHA code? Do you think there are other shows who really crack this well? Leave your comments, leave your opinions down below. I love reading them. If you like this content, if you want more anime content like this, please like, please subscribe, and please hit that notification button. I am Super Orange Cat, and that is all.